Hi, I'm Elwin Hermanson, the Chief Commissioner of the Canadian Grain Commission. It's been a pleasure to meet with APAS at their midterm meetings here in Regina and to talk about the Commission. I spoke about our ongoing mandate, the fact that the Canadian Grain Commission is still responsible for grain quality assurance right across Canada. In spite of all the changes that we're making, that mandate is still in place, and we anticipate that we will still be able to provide Canada with an excellent grain grading system, grain quality assurance, that we'll be able to monitor exports of grain and make sure that Canada's reputation as being a reliable supplier of consistent quality grain will remain in place. That's our mandate, and we are still empowered to provide that mandate to the industry. But also the Commission has undergone some significant changes. One of those is the change to our user fees. Our fees were locked in at 1991 levels, and as you can imagine, that was causing some problem. We're an agency of the federal government, and government was having to top up our budget by more and more money every year. And so we've rejigged our user fees to more accurately and completely reflect the cost of many of the services that we're providing. And so that means there's going to be an increase in the cost of CGC services to the industry, and those costs get passed on down to farmers, and so that's a concern. The new fees will take effect on August 1st, which is just this beginning of this crop year, and those fees will more completely cover the costs that we incur by providing services to the grain industry. So our Act was amended, and that's the Canada Grain Act, by Parliament to streamline some of our services and to remove some of the things that we were mandated to do that are no longer necessary. The major change in our service is the elimination of mandatory inward inspection. Now, inward inspection is not inland inspection. It's the inspection that occurs when rail cars are unloaded at terminals. This is more of a commercial arrangement, and with the way the industry has evolved, it's really not necessary that it be mandatory. And so we're going to be able to reduce about $20 million of cost to the industry by eliminating this service. It can still be provided by others if it's required, and if there's ever a dispute, the Canadian Grain Commission will still act as an arbitrator, and we will make the final determination as to grade and dockage as we have in the past. So the new elements of our Act kick in also on August the 1st, and that reduces the blow of the higher fees that will be charged with the beginning of the 2013-2014 crop year. We expect there might be some more changes coming to our Act, and I was able to talk to the APAS delegates about the future of the CGC. One thing that producers can rest assured with is that we are not changing the element of producer protection, and that's the availability of security on sales of grain to licensed buyers, and the ability to allocate producer cars, and the right to submit a sample. In other words, if you're taking a sample of grain to a primary elevator, you still have a right to send that sample off to the Commission if you disagree on the grade and dockage, and have a final and binding decision made by the Canadian Grain Commission. So we'll still be around to serve the industry in a somewhat different role, but the important thing is that we will still be doing the job that we have been doing for over 100 years, and we're looking forward to that opportunity to serve the industry.